Hey, how you doing, Appliance Boot Camp family and friends? This is Mike Sneed coming to you. I'm gonna give YouTube a few minutes, like always, to let them know that we're actually here live. Um, gonna adjust this camera a little bit. I might have a guest that might be stopping in. I got a friend. I'll set this down here. I got a friend that might stop in with us a little bit this afternoon. So if they come, I might have to step away from the microphone for a second. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Gonna give YouTube a few minutes to go out and send the notifications to let everybody know that we're here. This past weekend, we had um, we had a appliance boot camp hands-on live event. It went very well, very well. This was a class that uh, I learned a lot. We had two students that came to the appliance boot camp hands-on live event. Had been doing seal system work for over 20 years. One guy had another guy. He actually does seal system work on like commercial refrigeration, and they had so much knowledge of seal system and how to braze that they actually gave the class on the seal system. Actually showed me how to braze. My brazing, like I told you, is not that well. So they gave me some instructions on how I can braze better, and it worked. I've been brazing here today with the techniques that they showed me, and I'm doing a lot better brazing now. So they actually showed us that. I had a freezer in here that I couldn't find the leak in the evaporator coil, and they helped me find the leak. So we done everything. So they showed us how to locate the leak, showed us how to actual some more little tricks of the trade. Been doing it 20 some years. They learned a lot of tricks. How to find leaks and everything. So it was a very good class. Those two guys, like I told them, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do, money wise, because like I told them, they need to go and just sign up to. I hope they did sign up today and just tell the third party warranty companies they do seal systems because they masters at seal systems. Cause they've been doing it so long. One guy he actually builds like the HVACs that go on ships, the refrigerations and stuff that go on the ships. He works at a shipyard where they build actually ships, and he does all the refrigeration on the ship. So he repairs them and installs them and stuff. So I told those two guys just go today and just tell them you doing seal systems, and they'll make money everywhere. But yeah, it was very good, very good. It was just it was a good class. That class was very good. All of them, like all the classes that come here, it's like we've been knowing each other forever. Everybody just get along so well. It was just a great class. Also, I want to remind you on September the 5th, we're gonna have our open house. The open house is gonna start at 1 o'clock. From 1 to 3, we're gonna have our meet and greet where everybody comes. We're gonna meet and greet and we're gonna do a little tour of some open buildings and stuff that we have downtown here in Selma. Um, from 1 to 3. Also during that time, the Serving Spoon is a African American owned catering company in town. They're going to be supplying the food for us during that time from 1 to 3. They'll be supplying the food and we for us to come there and eat during that time during the meet and greet. From 3 to 6, that's what we're going to sit down. We're going to discuss business. We're going to discuss the different business opportunities that we could go into jointly, collectively, or business opportunities that we could take back with people can take back with them to their hometowns and stuff. We're going to be discussing that from 3 to 6. I'm going to have some. My plan is to have a couple of the developers or investors within this town and stuff that I know to actually show up to give us some advice about doing actual investing and different stuff that they might have that we could invest in. So from 3 to 6, we're gonna be talking business. From 6 until 9, that's gonna be the social. We're gonna be outside. It's supposed to be nice that day. Not too hot, like 85, 86 degrees. Sunny. We shouldn't get any rain. So we'll be outside practicing the social distancing, but we'll have a DJ out there. We're also at that time from 6 to 9. Um, we're gonna have also Oak City Fish and Chips. It's a guy who own a food truck called Oak City Fish and Chips. They very good, very well known in the Triangle area. They're gonna come out and they're gonna supply the food for us from 6 to 9. We'll have the food truck, and you can we'll be able to go there, and they have like lobsters, fried fish. They have a bunch of stuff you can choose from. They'll be supplying the food for us that afternoon. So that's what we're gonna do. It'll be the first time. I wish that we weren't going through the pandemic and we could have done something a little bit a lot more formal. But I wanted to do something and keep us moving. And this right here is enough. I think will be very good for everybody to come back, meet each other, and keep us moving in the right direction. So that's what we're gonna do. I heard some people asking, can we Zoom call the business part of the or both if possible? Yeah, we're gonna have live. I'm gonna have live feeds from for people who can't get in. We'll have a live feed so you can actually see what's going on and hear what we're talking about. So we will be streaming it live while we're here. So for those who can't come, I will be streaming it live so you can see it and you can enjoy it. All right. Um, so what we're going to do today, we're talking about Appliance Boot Camp and how Appliance Boot Camp has restored the American dream. And the last couple of days, I've been asking some different people that have came through Appliance Boot Camp or people who are currently who are just getting started in Appliance Boot Camp. I've talked to them and I know some of their situations, and I found out a lot of the men uh, and young ladies, they was in their mid 30s, 40s, and stuff. And I knew a lot of them hadn't purchased homes and didn't quite have cars and stuff like that. And I know and sometimes people in their 50s I've talked. Now I know I said that many times. I'm being more mindful now because I'm now starting to learn how dire things are out there for people. But like I said, I had been a little critical because people hadn't started purchasing houses and stuff. And I started that in my 20s, purchasing my first house. And I was wondering why they hadn't gotten started. And when I was talking to them, they told me that up until coming to appliance boot camp or finding appliance boot camp, they never thought it would be possible in their life that they could actually own their own home or purchase their own cars. They just said that had never even crossed their mind. They just didn't, because their current situation, it just wasn't possible. And with me, that was crushing to think that a young man, especially a young African American man, we help, especially us as not say African American. I got to start saying descendants of slave Adolfs. Us as they are descendants of slaves, we help put the greatest country ever together, and there's ever been known. We have put this thing together, and now we're in the middle of it, and we can't reap none of the rewards of it. To the point where our people are saying they just don't think that they didn't think it was possible for them to even own a piece of property in their lifetime. Only piece of property they were going to own, even if they owned that, they might would have got cremated if they got buried someplace. Up until then, they never even thought it was possible for them to. They even stop even dreaming that they were going to own their own property or own their own house. But after coming to appliance boot camp or finding appliance boot camp and getting out making some money, now they see that it's possible for them too to be able to own their own property, live in their own, buy their own cars, and actually get a part of the American dream. And this weekend was an eye opener. I started looking a lot more at our situation, especially now they got the election going on. Be honest, I care 2 cents about who getting elected or anything. I don't care not one bit about who going to get elected. I don't care. I don't care. The last three presidents, my life ain't changed not one bit under either none of the presidents. My life ain't changed not none. So I don't care. I don't care who get elected. My life ain't gonna change. Um, but I started. They playing. I was in the ice cream parlor, and they have the TV on to the NBA games. They playing the NBA games, I guess in Disney World or something. And I started looking at the players. You know, all of them they look black, but you can't pronounce none of the names. And then I started looking at most of the young black players that's in the NBA. They're not Adolfs. They're from other countries. So now the young brothers, even the basketball and the sports now are now pushing them out where they can't even get into that now. Where now they get all these I can't all these names that you can't even pronounce. They're African or whatever, but they're not Adolfs. They're not from they're not original from the U.S., but they look black. So you think that you got black players out there. The President Obama and now I guess uh, Kamala Harris, who's running for vice president. Neither one of them got one black cousin or aunt, anything that's from the United States. They never went to a family reunion like we go to, anything like. They don't have no kinfolk here, but everybody's pushing them off as Adults and as African American, and they say, "Hey, this is you." And then this weekend was the kicker that really got to me. The group here, they wanted to go to a soul food restaurant. And I felt ashamed this weekend. They, no, they came here on Sunday. They say, "Hey man, I want to. I'm in the South. We're in a predominantly almost black community. Uh, hey, I want to get some of that good soul down home cooking on Sunday, like my grandma used to cook." And I have to tell them we don't have any restaurants. You got Chinese restaurants, people, you got Vietnamese, you got Honduras, you got all that, but we don't have a black soul food restaurant here that they could go to. And that right there really struck a chord with me. Um, and 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 I say, hey, I got to make a change in that. I gotta figure out a way to make a change where people now are coming. We're drawing. Appliance Boot Camp has really changed stuff around here, where we got people coming here now, and now that we're pulling people here, I don't have any. We don't have anything here that they're looking for, and we now I need to get with people and now start being able to provide those things for people, because it's crazy that uh, 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 that we're sitting here saying that we're saying that we're going extinct, that they have really just ignored us. The whole everybody, the whole country, the whole world has just said we're going to ignore that small group of people. They're dwindling down. We're going to put them in prison. We're going to do all of this stuff and keep marginalizing them where we don't have to address any issues that they have, and we're just going to keep replacing them with all these other people to the point where nobody now even hear our cries or anything. And this is something that we now we gotta get ourselves together, and we gotta now start preparing to actually come back and build ourselves back. Because honestly, we on the brink of being extinct, where you won't have any African American descendants of slaves. You'll have black people, but we won't be here. And we after we don't went through and made this country halfway honest, we can't reap none of the rewards of it. And I was having that discussion with my parents today. Today is my day off, and I hadn't been down to my parents in them house in a while. I went down to go see them, and we were talking about that. I was like, "I want no black restaurant," and they were telling me about when they were growing up, and doing the civil rights, and how they just wanted to be able to do the same things that the white community was doing. And I was asking them, well, what were they doing that you couldn't do? That you want? What was it that white community was doing that you couldn't do? And they were telling me, well, it was this hot dog store in the town that I grew up, where they and ice cream parlor. I guess it was called Jones Drug Store. They wanted to go to and eat the hot dogs and the ice cream like they were eating. And I was like, and they were like, my mom said when she was little, she tried to go in and get one. The lady hollered at her, and she never went in there again. And I was like, okay, fine. But would you even want to eat the food that somebody didn't like you? I'd be afraid they'll spit in the food or do something bad to it. But who told you that you could never go out and build your own hot dog stand or your own ice cream parlor? That never even crossed their mind. It's kind of like when George Wallace, when he put the dogs on the young kids and sprayed them with the water hose over in Alabama. When he got sick, he supposedly had a change of heart, and he wanted on his deathbed. He wanted to repent for all the stuff he had done to African Americans, and that was one of the things that they asked him. They said, uh, uh, "Why did you turn the water hoses and the dogs on us, on our kids, when they're just trying to you know to get what was theirs as Americans?" And his response was, because if I hadn't, those that group of white people that was across on the other side, they're going to do a whole lot worse to you if I would let you win over there. But it never even crossed his mind to turn the dogs and the water hoses on those people. And the same thing with my parents. And I said, it never even crossed your mind to build your own hot dog stand or build your own ice cream parlor. No, they never even crossed their mind. And so now that we're at Appliance Boot Camp, our alumni, people who have coming through, we're what we call. We have resources where we gotta now we honestly have to make a change, and we honestly have to be uh, intentionally taking our resources, putting it back to give something for this next generation. We unfortunately with us, I done made well with me. I've came to the conclusion, I'm not going to be able to stunt. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stunt. We too far behind. My resources got to be. I got to buy seeds for with my resources. I got to buy seeds and start putting them back in the ground and planting them. Every time I see an open building, every time I see something that I know that it'll be able to help the next generation, I got to put my money back in there. Do I catch slack for that? Yeah, yeah. I catch so much slack. Um, it's another building right around the corner for sale, and I want to buy it. I got the cash to pay for it right now. And do I? I go tell my family and friends, hey, there's another building around there. I want to buy it. I want to go buy it. And the first thing everybody tells you, but why you want to buy it? Because it's for sale and I got the money to buy it. Where you need to you got enough. You don't need to do anymore. I don't. I'm only it's only two. It's only two buildings here with three buildings in this whole town that I know African Americans own downtown. So we're behind. So I got to play catch up. So they don't do that. You doing too much. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. All of this stuff. And at the same token, there's another guy in my hometown. He he's buying all of the houses in the African American community, and he's fixing them up, renting them out and stuff. And it's to the point now where I don't even ask to buy anymore. I used to ask the people, "Hey, can I buy your house if you're gonna sell it?" And the last two, one of them, the person who owned it, I said, I heard you think about selling your house. I want to buy it. They told me they had to go ask the white guy first if see what he said if they could sell me their house. I was like, what in the world? Why you gotta ask him? I'm gonna pay you for it. Yeah, but he said he's interested. I gotta talk to him first. So he bought that house. It was another house that was for sale. I wanted it. I kept telling my mom, "Hey, if they're gonna sell it, let me know." Um, and they sold it, and he bought that one. And I said, "Why y'all didn't let me know?" Well, you're doing too much right now. We don't want you to get in trouble. You don't need that one. So that's the stuff I'm having to fight against, and I having to fight constantly to. I never in my life seen anything where you have to fight to help somebody. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm at the point now. If you want to call in, they go to call in number where maybe it's just me. Where I see how far off we are. Not say I see how far off we are. It's like they got an electric fence built around the African American community right here, and those people are afraid to venture out from that community. And it's it's almost frightening to see how much development and everything is going on right here, right now, and it's the key time, and we're wasting our resources on stupid stuff. No, I had somebody. I done told them 3 times, come on and come to the listen to the live or or check out some of my videos about starting businesses and entrepreneurship. They want to argue with me for 30 minutes about the RNC convention. I care less about the RNC convention. I ain't wasting no time about that's being down here in Charlotte. Who cares if it's down here in Charlotte? I don't care. So why am I going to waste? Why, as African Americans, why are you going to waste all your time and effort on that right now? It's not honestly, it's not going to do you any good. And plus, the way we look at it almost like it's a popularity contest, like almost like it's out you put like as a sporting event. I want I want this person to win. Well, what that person ain't offer you anything for your vote. If they ain't offer me anything for my vote, I ain't giving it to them. Well, you don't vote for this person, and that's a vote for that person. You vote for this, you don't vote for this. Who cares? I'm not wasting any time doing that. I'm trying to put together businesses. I'm trying to my concern right now is trying to get people into these get the people into appliance boot camp, get them out making money so they have the resources and stuff to start building up their communities. My my plan right now is to get these businesses up and running so we have something where we can my kids and all that stuff can have some place to come later in their lives and stuff, all that stuff. That's what I'm worried about. I don't care less. And then we say something, we say the stupidest stuff. You we're too I'm gonna be honest, we're too immature for this whole process that we're going through. We're too immature. When I talk to supposedly college educated people, and they're gonna tell me that everybody is dumb. Everybody's dumb. Well, I tell them about the black presidents of the universities and HBCUs. They dumb. They got tricked. All these PhDs, they that dumb. They got tricked. Yeah, they dumb. They tricked. Okay, all right. Uh, Anybody, everybody is dumb to them. If you don't agree with exactly what they say, you dumb. You all who are running businesses right now that you're out running business, in order for you to get a business up and running, uh, uh, where it runs without you and it creates money without you. I don't care if you do it if you do it the right way, if you doing it in a criminal way, whatever. If you put together a business that can operate without you, especially multinational, and you got the policies and procedures in place to do it, I don't care. You can't be a dumb person to do it. So, and other thing too, I don't care if Donald Trump or whoever is a racist or anything like that. I don't care 2 cents. I'm not looking for nobody to be a pastor or anything. I was talking to some of the. I say this, and I'm going to leave it alone. I was talking to some of the people here around the community about some things they could do politically, and they told me about this. They told me about this politician, and we had a discussion about him. And they told me, uh, he's corrupt. I said, that's the guy you want. I said, I want him. I want the politician that is corrupt because I know then he's willing to be bought and he's willing to do what you want. I don't want no guy who's going to be straight and narrow as a politician. That goes against being a politician. A politician's supposed to go there and be political and mislead some people to get what I want my agenda by. I don't want nobody who's gonna go there and be an open book and gonna go there and try to be doing social work. I want somebody who's gonna go there, get the resources I want, lock my stuff in, and make me okay. And I was trying to tell them that's the guy we want. We want that guy. I don't want a guy who's gonna be all nice and ain't gonna do it right. Like I was telling people, one time I had lost my driver's license. And I went to all these different lawyers trying to get my driver's license, and they're trying to do it the right way. They're telling me you need to show up to court, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm going back and forth to court almost 6 months. I ain't got no driver's license. Finally, I asked somebody. I said I need to get some driver's license. And they said, where you going? I told him. He said, nah, man, they can't get your license back. I said, I know. I've been trying. I've been going to court paying fines. He said, yeah. He said, you got. He said, you didn't lose your license doing the right thing. You're not gonna get your license back doing the right thing. He gave me a lawyer that could pay off the judges and stuff. And that I went there. I went there, took him my driving record and stuff. He asked me. He told me how much money it was gonna cost. He said, "When you have the money," I said, "When I get paid, so and so week." This one I was working as an engineer. He said, "Come back when you get paid with the money." I paid him, and before I walked out the office, he told me go down to DMV and get your license. He just made some phone calls, and I got my license. And that's the same thing I want with a politician. I don't want no politician out there doing no missionary work and this and that. I want somebody who's going to get me what I want, lock me in, so I have an advantage and keep everybody else from coming in. All right, we're gonna go to 678. 678. You're on. Would you unmute yourself? 678. Okay, we're gonna give 678 a couple of minutes to unmute yourself. But yeah, so now as like I say, going forward, we got to start rebuilding. We rebuilding from scratch. Unfortunately, we got to rebuild from scratch. 678, you're on.
Uncle Mike, what's going on, sir?
Oh, hey, what's going on? Because you don't read. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Listening to you tell the truth feels so good. Oh man, yeah, man. Every day is, yeah. It's funny what we've been taught and what we believe. It's so
Yeah.
funny, man. So yeah, how's business? Everything's good, sir.
Oh man, life right now is very good, man. It's very good. I can't complain about
Man,
anything. You guys, I'm telling you guys have made life so enjoyable. Y'all,
man, sir. Life is just man.
how
It's
things going
something
with
about
you?
when you can run down. Sir, great, sir. It was so funny the other day. I got a piece of mail from my bank, from my business account, and it scared me so bad how they were saying I'm making six figures already. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
uh-huh.
averaging. I'm about to touch 120, 150 before the end of the year. It's just a blessing to have known you. And I don't care who get on the ball. I don't care. Same thing you saying, right? So I'm going to customer houses every day, and they saying the most ignorant, retarded, stupidest things in the world, right? We got to get
Uh-huh.
Trump out. I said, wait, first of all, Trump is actually helping you. Did you know that? Not what you talking about. Well, racist statues are falling all over the country.
Uh-huh.
White people are being rebuked more than they ever. They're getting
Mhm.
more pressure than they ever have in the history of this world for
Uh-huh.
being ignorant and foolish the way they regularly do. No offense to them, but it's just the
Mhm.
facts. He's
Uh-huh.
actually helping more than he's harming. And
Uh-huh.
then y'all want to, then they say, well, we got to vote him out. I said, well, don't you know the Electoral College chooses the president and all of that stuff that y'all been taught and these lies are not help. They never taught us civics in school. We don't know what they doing in these, and they just
Uh-huh.
stupid. Everybody just dumb, and it's so funny how
Uh-huh.
dumb we are when you hear them talk. Oh, I mean, it's a crisis going on. I can't go to work. I said, what are you talking about? You can day trade online. I'm changing appliances every day. I'm working. It's just crazy the world we live in. This just it's becoming now, sir.
Yeah.
The wolves and the sheep are separating, and so if you want to
Mm-hmm.
continue to believe Zika, Ebola, Corona, whatever they call it this day, I was a soldier in Iraq, and y'all told me it was weapons of mass destruction. I ain't never found them, and every time I bring that topic up, they just change the topic because they just
Uh-huh.
stupid and they believe whatever the dumb box say. I said the weatherman don't even know when it's a chance to snow. He gonna tell you what he think and be wrong every day, but you still turn the channel on at 6 o'clock and watch it. So, sir, don't stress yourself about that. That was a hypnotic mind control. I had to teach my family, my aunts and them, my older generations. I said, listen, they've been lying to us about everything in school. They've been lying to you about everything. You got to stop that. You know, the stock market about to crash. I said, no, all the stock that used to be high is now cheap. You're supposed to buy them so when they get back regularly, you're rich. Y'all thinking it's time to be poor. And they just don't understand, sir. So some of us are just made to be bosses, and you are creating and generating bosses. And so that's why my soul love you. I don't know what everybody else doing. Well, we know what everybody else doing because we
Yeah.
showing and proving. I can prove it to you right here, right
Yeah.
now. That fixing somebody's oven is gonna bless them. Fixing somebody's washing machine is gonna bless them because they gotta be clean for COVID. Therefore, they gotta pay you $345. So it's just a blessing, sir. And don't worry about all that. I can't wait the next week, man. So I don't know if you want us to bring 2K. Let me know. Whatever you doing, I'm doing it because I'm eating in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of a market crashing, in the middle of all of that. I'm looking at houses. I'm looking at stock. I'm looking at doing positive things in this situation. And you totally right, sir. We just been mind controlled in these schools to tell you to think and react on whatever the news say. And these people are just doing that. I asked my auntie and them, they was in living somewhere around Tulsa, Oklahoma. I
Mhm.
said, why did y'all do everything you can to get into the white community so bad?
Mhm.
Like why did okay, they just shot another brother, right?
Uh-huh.
In somewhere in Keona or whatever. I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking to myself, why y'all doing all that marching instead of running up there and grabbing the one who shot him?
Yeah.
There's a thing
Yeah.
called citizen arrest.
Uh-huh.
Why we keep marching and tearing cities up when it ain't before 5 people causing a problem? You put a
Yeah.
Bible on every court record, and the Bible say eye for eye, tooth for tooth, life for a life. Why is we tearing the city down, crying and complaining and marching when none of that works? You keep trying to vote when it don't work. Every president get in there is still a ghetto. So let's
Mhm.
find better ways, like using economic power to create change. See, they don't want you to do what you're doing, Uncle Mike, because you're creating millionaires. Every time we hear you talk, you telling me about a new business I'm finna start. I
Mhm.
swear I'm finna get this ice cream shop popping. Everything you do, you are teaching us how to walk out of their slavery. We are
Mhm.
economic slaves. They don't care if you're white. They don't care if you're black. They don't care. They want to know who gonna be the fool that's gonna listen to the school and listen to the TV, and I'm gonna make you a slave. Everybody else, like you were saying, business. I just met some people in the city, sir. They discussing about who gonna do what and what votes come in. Them elections be already chosen. The
Right.
people just standing in line for no reason. But anyway, I'm just here to say I love you and you right about it. I seen it firsthand when I was fixing on some prominent man's stuff in there, and I'm here listening to them talk how they already choosing who going to be in the place and who going to win the election better, who talk better, and all this.
Uh-huh.
And it's Kamala Harris. She's not a black person. They see, sir. Some people are dark skinned, but all dark
Uh-huh.
skinned people ain't the same. Some
Uh-huh.
people are white, but all the white people ain't the same. Germans don't like Americans. First of all,
Right.
they two different white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So just because they look like you don't mean that you, because you can go to an African hairdresser store and they talk bad about you in another language, just like a Chinese would when you go in there and get your nails done. There's a
Uh-huh.
certain people that they hate. You know,
Uh-huh.
they hate a certain people that the book
Uh-huh.
say is the blessed one, but it's
Uh-huh.
okay. Their whole kingdom coming to a fall, and I'm happy to have found economic health and economic wealth and economic freedom through you and the programs that you put together. You are paramount. You're not changing just that community. You changing no country. You're putting sleeper cells. When we ain't sleeping, we eating in different cities all over the nation. And everything you saying and everything you're doing is blessed by the Father, and we love it and we thank you. So that's all I got. I let you roll with somebody else, man.
Okay.
Sir, I'm booking Seal Systems like I'm going crazy. Anyway, the game is nasty, sir. 850, I'm hitting it. And then sir, I hit them one time and asked them, what's going to be $1,000 just out here shooting? They was like, oh, okay, well, no problem. I'm like, what?
Yep.
You know, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, yeah, I wish I came. I was gonna come this weekend too. I really needed them brothers because I was nervous. You know that fear that does
Yeah.
not want to let you go and be great in life. It
Uh-huh.
comes to you when I've realized that fear is there anytime something new is to be done. It's faith. It's really faith.
Uh-huh.
Faith and fear, they opposites of each other. And when
Uh-huh.
you have to have that faith that the training that Uncle Mike then gave you will work when you walk out in this field, you got to overcome that fear because fear is trying to succumb to your faith. And
Mhm.
so, I've succumbed the fear of seal systems. And man, sir, if I could
Mhm.
just get 2 a day, 10 a week, I'm a 10x all my income, and it's coming. They calling me, offering me $850 every other day, and it's such a blessing, Uncle Mike.
Yeah.
So anyway, I love you always. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Matter of fact, I'm about to book my hotel and the room in the car, man. And me and one of the brothers may come up there this week. Well, we coming up this weekend to see you. So we love you. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody on Yahweh. Thank you again, Uncle Mike. Continue to be great, sir.
All right. Bye-bye.
Peace.
All right. All right. I got 202, 202. But yeah, like he said, and I found out this too. 202. Hey, how you doing? I'll tell you this after 202. How you doing, 202?
Hey, what's happening, Mike? How you? This is Justin Bell.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Bell?
Everything is cool, brother. I want to echo the comments of the gentleman right before me. Because you don't read, you have freed us from slavery. I'm gonna say that you have freed us from slavery because I am an electrical engineer and I know I was a slave. I know if I said the wrong thing, went the wrong place, went on the internet and said the wrong words, I could lose my job. And I don't have that fear anymore. If they let me go tomorrow, it'll be fine because I got enough work to keep me going for months to come. So I want to tell you that you've done this, and so don't let all that craziness bother you because they're always going to be saying something and doing them absolutely positively nothing. And you have really showed us how to get through all this. Because, other than that, I wasn't even, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure how I was going to retire. And I said, for those 50 and over crowd, you need to calculate what your retirement's going to be and think if you can live on that. Because a lot of these folks are Walmart greeters because they know they can't live on that. So, people need to be aware of this is the reality of living in America, particularly for a black man. So, you have changed all that. And he's right. There's sleeper cells all over the nation where these men that ain't supposed to have nothing have careers that don't have nothing to do with a 9 to 5, don't have nothing to do with, a W-2. And I don't think they like it. At least the people that they ask me one question for sure. Is this your business or are you working for somebody? They ask me that every time.
Yeah. I want to say that again. Now, let them know you're an engineer. How long you been an engineer?
For over 20 years. Over 20 years I've been an electrical engineer.
And appliance repair beats being an electrical engineer.
By ×2. I can make $3,000 with easily doing appliance repair. Just you out there doing the guy, and I'm not doing seal systems yet. I'm doing it soon though. Look, you make that kind of money. You can't make that as an engineer. But I mean, that's like doctor money.
Right.
That's lawyer. We don't get that kind of money. And no, you'll be, and you can be working. I used to work, 3:00 in the morning and they want to call you because they want you to help solve some problem. They'll do it. And they expect you to be to work on time. And you're still not going to make $1,500. And so I'm telling you that this is the best thing since sliced bread. And particularly our folk need to understand that he's right. We have been slaves for a long time. And now it's everybody's a slave. If you got a mortgage and you car note and you got bills you got to pay and you better be to work on time, you a slave because you can't do nothing else and you ain't gonna pay off your mortgage before you die. So
yeah,
that's the reality of America. So I think you've given us a dream that's even better than the American dream. You have somewhere we can decide what our future's gonna be. It ain't just about a house. You can have a business, you have investments, you can be free. You can walk away from these people, and when they treat you bad, you can say, okay, well, bye. Because I've done that to a number of times to customers where they thought they was in control. And I was like, no, you're not in control. I'm in control. Right. Bye.
Yeah, you can fire customers all day long.
That's right. So I just want to thank you. I'm going to be there on September the 5th, God willing. So I just want to thank you, and I hope the Most High continues to bless you.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. Have a good one here.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Give me 1 second. I got my friend coming up. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm back. But yeah, like you said, being a slave. This weekend I saw something too. I've seen it on Facebook. A lot of people posting that they can't leave their jobs, and I was wondering, people saying my job, so I can. They have to get permission from their job to actually be able to start their own business, and then they say that they don't want the job to know that they're running their own business. Hey, how you doing? So I couldn't figure out why that was going on. So this weekend, we had, like I said, we had two young men here who were expert at seal systems, but they couldn't. One of them couldn't leave his job. And we was like, "Why you can't leave?" Well, what the jobs are doing now, if these guys who are have the experience with seal systems that have all the knowledge and stuff and the ability, these jobs now are making them sign these agreements that saying, okay, if you leave us, you got to pay $8,000, $10,000 for the training that they gave you, and if you leave. So now you became indentured servants. When now you can't go nowhere because if you try to go somewhere, they're gonna now give you a debt. You're gonna be like Travis Smiley. You're gonna be owing them when you leave. You're gonna try to bankrupt you. And this is crazy now, what they're doing. And this is the first time I ever heard of that. But he's like the second or third person that has told me if they leave their job, all the training and stuff that the job has given them to show them how to do seal systems or whatever, that they got to pay that money back. And they're putting these crazy numbers on how much that's going to cost, and it's making people scared to leave. 404, you live. 404, you live. 404, you live.
Oh,
Hey, how
hi.
you
Hey,
doing?
sorry, Mike. I was on mute.
That's no
Doing well.
problem.
How are you, man? How's it going?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. It's Kevin Bryant, man. I was in one of the alumni classes from September 19th, 2019.
Okay, I remember. I remember. I think your
Yeah,
homeboy
yeah.
came up. Your homeboy came up.
No. I probably sat next to those two.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. How things going with
But
you?
yeah, man. Everything's going good, man. I'm still running with Old Republic down here in Atlanta. I got running with First American. I got a call from a warranty company out the blue today, First Premier, a company I never heard of, but trying to bring me on for work in the area. Everything's going good.
Yeah. Have you made your money back from Appliance Boot Camp yet?
Oh my God. Times 25, 35, 55.
Now you are you
Going great,
working a
man. I
full
think I
time?
started.
Are you working a full time job or
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
doing
full
appliance
time.
repair? You doing appliance
Just
repair full
appliance repair.
time or
Just appliance repair.
you doing appliance repair full time or you doing it part time?
I guess you would say part time. I'm probably 2 to 3 jobs a day. No more than 3. So technically, I guess part time or whatever. But this is the main gig for me.
Oh, so you don't work another job. This paying all your bills.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Do you make enough to be able to pay all your bills doing it?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Okay.
I
That's
actually
good.
just purchased the hands-on live event for my nephew.
Oh, you did?
I think yesterday. So yeah. My nephew is gonna be coming up there soon. He just turned 21.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll be able to attend with him. I sent you an email. I'm not sure if you got the email. Call Sneed now Gmail.
Yeah. Yeah. If
But
you if you if
just
you, if
trying
you
to
sent if you sent it over the weekend, I don't go back to work until tomorrow. So if you sent it anytime Friday, up until today, I won't see it until tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Go back a few days. I sent it maybe 4 or 5 days ago. But
Okay.
yeah, I hit you up about that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm bringing my nephew up there, man. He's been interested. His job's been giving him trouble with hours and all type of stuff like that. So I brought him on jobs. I bring people close to me out on jobs with me for the double ovens.
Mhm.
Where we need helpers on. I bring my friends on and pay them a couple of dollars and show them what I do. That's real cool.
Mhm. Do your friends and family believe in your business now, or?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Everybody's giving me congratulations and props on how's it going. I want as many people to do it as I can, but I seem to only have gotten my nephew on board with doing it for himself. Um, I guess because everybody else is in their own fields, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, my friends, everybody's congratulating me. Everybody's happy for me. Um, yeah.
Now, what were you doing prior to coming to Appliance Boot Camp?
Working in like management and retail management, so assistant manager at like Dollar Tree and little retail shops here and there.
Oh, so you at that time you really didn't have a career at that time.
No, not at all. No.
But now you feel like you have a career and you can see if let me ask you, prior to that, do you feel like you have been able to purchase a house or anything in your future?
Not at all. I'll be honest with you, man. I was looking into tiny houses before appliance repair.
Wow, you had downgraded your standards. You just wanted anything. You didn't
I'm
think you could have
telling
a,
you, I didn't know how it was gonna happen. I didn't know what was gonna happen, how it was gonna happen. Just trying to do the best I could, but yeah, that was what the situation was before appliance repair. But
how about now? Do you
it's
think you can
totally
buy a
turned
house?
around now.
What about now? You think you can
Oh,
buy a
most
house
definitely,
or
yeah.
anything?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. It's just a matter of time. I'm actually in the process about getting to buy a truck. So I'm getting my brother-in-law. He has a dealer's license. To,
Uh-huh.
go find me a truck. So I'm about to purchase my first vehicle. So that's gonna be real cool.
Wow, man! Congratulations! So glad you
Hmm.
came through. Y'all guys are killing it. I'm seriously, because of you all. You all are laying the foundation and clearing the path for people come behind you all. And I'm seeing you all on Facebook. It used to be when people come in, they'd be asking for a certificate. I remember having that fight by myself for a long time.
Hilarious.
Now I don't even have to say anything. I see guys just go in on people. You no the dollar
Hmm.
bills and the checks you're gonna get. That's a certificate. You don't want no certificate. And so
Right.
now I don't even have to jump in there
Seriously.
anymore. They everybody knows, and everybody now is getting out of that pre-program where people had told us we had to have these degrees, we had to have certificates and all that in order to earn a decent living. All that stuff is gone now. We want the knowledge, understanding, and then now we got the wisdom. We know how to apply it to our lives and get those results.
Yes, indeed. I actually, speaking of Facebook, my profile was like, how Facebook locks you out for
Right.
your password and all that
Uh-huh.
type of stuff. I've been locked out. I haven't been able to be in the group chat on Facebook for a little while, but I just made my Facebook page again, and I'm gonna rejoin the
Yeah,
Facebook group
rejoin it.
now because
Rejoin it so you can get in. They have some
yeah,
good stuff going on.
I had been locked out for a while, man. So I'm gonna get back into the group.
Okay. All right. But thank you for
Good to
calling
go, man.
in,
I'll
man.
let somebody else get on, man.
Okay.
Definitely. I appreciate it, man. It was great talking to you. So
You
the
too.
the open house is on the 5th,
Yeah, September the 5th in 2 weeks.
September 5th open house.
Yes.
Okay, cool. 2 weeks. Good to go, man.
All
Hopefully I
right.
see you there, man. I'm gonna try to make it there.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye bye. 781, you live. 781, you live.
Oh, hey, Mike, this is Osai from over in Massachusetts.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I just got my first vehicle. I'm just yeah, that's good news. But I'm just calling. Like, how much do you think I should put up for a truck stop initially, like just starting out?
What do you mean?
I mean, how much money do you think I should spend to stock my truck?
Oh, you could about 1,500 to 2,000 give you a good truck stop. Go to the local supply house and ask them for the top selling parts in your area, and they'll give you a list of what they sold in the last quarter, what they stocked, and that'll show you what's moving in the area that you're in. And about $1,500, 2,000 is about the most I would put in stock in the truck, and you be good.
Yeah. So, I've been working on my skills. So, I'm gonna, I got my schedule. I got 4 jobs lined up tomorrow. So I think that's what I'm gonna push it up to now. I've been doing like 2 a day, but now,
Yeah.
it's time for me to get serious. I'm gonna go for like 4, and start making some money. And, I'm gonna have my stock. So,
And
yep.
yeah, you got a van now too, so
Well,
you're gonna be a lot
it's a
better.
F-150. It's
F
a
one fifty.
F-150.
Okay,
It's
there
not
you
a van.
go.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling
man.
you, I'm so proud of you. I thought about another young guy who came here to this weekend. He reminded me of you. He had never worked with hand tools and stuff before, and but when he left Sunday, he had more band-aids and wraps around his hand from cutting himself because his hand, you never work with tools and stuff and work with your hands. Your hands like almost like tissue paper. They just cut and bleed so much. But
Yeah.
at the end, he was getting it together. And I'll tell everybody about you. When you showed up, a young guy had never done anything. And now to see where you're at now, where you just purchased your new vehicle, you say now you live by yourself and the parents don't have to, you pay all your bills and just hear the confidence that comes from you, man. I'm just so proud.
Yeah, I haven't had to ask them for anything, at all, nothing, everything, any little emergency that I come, if my car broke down on the road, etc., I could pay for. I don't gotta call them for nothing, So that's the best feeling in the
I
world,
know, I
So
know. I know your parents are super proud of you, man.
kind of. My dad's kind of a hater. He's an engineer. He went to school. He believes in higher education and all that.
Uh-huh.
I never told him that the guy I learned it from was an engineer too, but he'll understand one day, maybe.
He will. You just heard Mr. J. He just called in and he's an engineer for 20 years and he just told you appliance repair kick engineering butt 20 times.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's all I want to know, just that little piece of information.
Okay.
Thank you for everything that you do for all of us, because it helped a lot of us, changed a lot of our lives. So those who haven't got it should go get it, and thank you for everything.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye. 478, you're on. 478, you're on. 478, you're on.
Hey, Money Mike, this is Marcus. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Marcus, man? How you going, man? Haven't heard from
Hey,
you in
man,
a while.
I'm good. Yes, it's been a while. I'm super busy. I try to catch the lines, man, but I be getting it out here.
Yeah. Now, for those that don't know, Marcus, he was probably one of the first truck drivers that they came through. And
Yeah.
you own trucks, right? You own tractor trailers when you came.
No, I work for a company making
okay.
Close to 90,000 a year.
Yeah, he was making like 90,000. Now, so you gonna quit that to do this? And he said, yeah. And how are you liking it so far?
Listen, I love it. Listen, let me tell you, man. I'm so busy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm extremely. Right now, I'm at like 7.58 calls a day.
Wow.
I start my day about 9. I finish close to 5. Sometimes it'd be later.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in that 10 month. This is my 10th month now. So what's the day? Yeah, today made 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
So but I'm with 3 property management companies. I do housing. I do an apartment complex. And I'm all over the place.
Do you have any problems finding work in this?
No, no problems. You know what? Let me tell you guys something. Hold on a second. Let me tell you guys something. Listen, this is my 10th month into appliance repair. I went cold turkey. I know there was a guy that was on Facebook. He was talking about he was kind of nervous and stuff like that. Listen, get your skill set up, relax. The money's gonna follow. So don't you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna follow. I mean, don't kill yourself worrying about money. Just get your skill set. Focus on your skill set. Focus on trying to build your brand and build these relationships with these clients and customers and stuff like that. Listen, the next thing you know, boom, property management calling. All kinds of people gonna call you. Yes. Listen, Mike, let me tell you, there was a company called me. I forgot the name of the company, but they contract with Chick-fil-A. So they called me, hey, could you look at my trash go look at a trash compactor. So that's what I did. I mean, the service fee was $110 just to go look at it. So I went there and looked at it. It wasn't nothing, just something that was loose. I tightened it up and the thing was working. So I mean, you just gonna get calls like that constantly. Constantly, somebody's always calling, always calling. And people call, you don't even know. I didn't know who she was. You know what I'm saying? She just calling, hey, could you do this? I said, yeah, I can do it, sure. Did it, boom. But those are the type of calls you get all the time, constantly, throughout appliance repair. Just that's what I'm telling you guys. Build your brand, put your name out there. Get your skill set up. The money's gonna follow you.
Yep. That's it. That's it. And just trust the process. Don't be so anxious. Don't be so anxious to get the ring, because you can't do it. You can't do 5% stops when you first start. Just do the one or two. And get your skill set up, like Marcus Muhammad said, and the rest of the money is gonna come. And it's gonna come. It's gonna come
Money's
quick.
gonna come. It is. And then you're gonna be like me, wore out.
Yep. Now, how many days you working now?
I don't went down to 5, man. I can't
you had to cut back.
Do 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to cut back. I just had to get some. You got to get some rest. Yeah, because I was when I first started, I was 7 days, and then I dropped down to 6, and then I said, you know what? When I first started, I was like 8 to 8. I think it was like 8 to 6. Then I went down to 6 days. I said, okay. Now I went to 5 days. Now I'm 9 to 5. So
that's a good hours. That's good hours.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
How about your wife? She enjoying it now?
Yeah, she just spoiled. That's all.
That's always, y'all. No doubt, no doubt.
Yes. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I got an assistant that helps me out with the scheduling and the man. If it wasn't for her, I don't know where I'd be right now. I'd be like a chicken with a head cut off. But she helps me out tremendously. So that, I mean, with the scheduling, making the phone calls, she does a lot for us. She helps out. Yeah.
That's great, man. That's great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. So I just wanted to catch up with you because I know it's been a while.
Yeah, I hadn't heard from you in a while. Glad to hear from you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, y'all take care. And hey, keep them coming, Mike.
Okay, man. I will.
Yeah. All right. Now you take care.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna be mindful again. Like I said, young lady said I need to be mindful. I keep her husband tied up all night, so I'm gonna be mindful to get off at the right time. So I'll be back again on Thursday. Thursday, I have a little bit more detail about the open house. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you hadn't already, go to, I'll put the link in. It's in the description of the actual video, but I'll put it in the chat also. If you would like to go in and sign up for Appliance Bootcamp, so you can have your piece of the American dream also. And like I said, I'm so proud of you all, everything that you all are doing. Y'all are so motivating. I can't wait to see what the next year is going to look like, especially when this COVID thing is over with and people start opening up more. Can't wait to see how you all are going to do. Once again, thank everybody for tuning in, and I will see y'all again on Thursday. Bye-bye. Let's see.